Let's start up with JavaScript objects. Last class we have seen in detail about all the JavaScript functions that user is able to define, right? User defined functions we have seen. Today let us get into the object oriented programming concept in JavaScript. Okay, we are not going to start up with again abstraction, aggregation, inheritance, polymorphism in like unlike in Java. Here we just deal with what are predefined built-in objects that JavaScript supports, and what are the various functions that or methods that are associated with each of these objects. Okay, so the very well-known famous math object is there, right? String is there, date is there, location, history, navigator are there, but only very frequently used are your string and math. Okay, so string and math are the two objects, built-in objects that JavaScript offers, and there are some rich built-in set of methods that are associated with each of these objects. Okay, so now here you can see that the first method or the first object is math object. So there is a predefined property or constant value, I should say, that is pi. Okay, so since it's a universally defined or universally constant value, so you can retrieve, or you can, wherever you want in your formula, in your in your scientific applications, wherever you want, you can use directly pi, math.pi. Okay, and you can also call sine theta, that is math.sin, sin of x. Okay, so then you have followed by, you have absolute value, seal value, square root, exponential value, then floor, log, max, min, power, round, sine, tan, and cos. So likewise you can use all these methods along with your objects. Okay, so now you can see that there is a string object. Okay, string object also does have some methods, but before talking about string object, once again I want to remind you that JavaScript offers only one data type called as var, and this data type will have any value that it can that you want to store. Like you can store integer, you can store float, boolean, date, string, anything. Okay, now what is explicitly that usage of string is, you can convert this value, whatever value that is given, you can convert that value into the required form using your parseInt, parsefloat like in Java, and also using this predefined class called as string. Okay, and now you can see how you can forcefully convert a variable var to create a string object. Okay, to store the content as a string object, or you can directly write it as equal to, within double quotes you give the message, like within double quotes you can give the message welcome or whatever you want to store. That is one method, and then after you store that particular character, like val is equal to welcome, then you can apply val dot char at, and then you can specify whatever you want. Okay, like char at 5 you want, so that particular character at the 5th location is returned. Okay, then concat is there. Okay, and index of is there, and since we have already seen many of the methods, that are all very much available in your Java, the same methods are again repeating in JavaScript as well. This makes life so simple and easy to get habituated to these methods, right? It is not very difficult. Don't think that the list is pretty long, how do we remember, how do we memorize? No. So the same methods whatever we have used in Java are also being used in JavaScript, and there is no syntax difference also. If you can understand only the first basic concept of how do you store this last line, if you can understand this last line, you can just see how it is used. Okay, so for the last line, if you see val is equal to new string. Okay, that's the only new thing that we are learning here in JavaScript. Rest all are the same methods that you can see. Okay, replace, search, split, substring, to local lowercase and then uppercase, etc. Okay, now in order to find any of the length of any of the strings, you can use two things. Here there are, first one is a property. Okay, since a string is an object, so object dot property you can use, and there is a method as well, length, both will return the size. Okay, so there is absolutely no difference. There is s1 dot trim, okay, which removes white spaces from both the ends of a string. Okay, similarly date is also there, date object is there, and date object also does have some methods like new date. Okay, and then after you initialize the date with the required, there are four types of constructors. As you can see, the four constructors are: you can initialize date object with empty content, only giving milliseconds, only giving the date string, or giving year, month, date. Okay, in that particular fashion also you can give. Now followed by that, you can see there is date, which returns today's date and time. There is get date, there is get day. Okay, and there is get full year, get hours, get minutes, get month. Okay, like this you can see there are various methods which are helping your date. Then location based location object methods. Here sometimes your website offers you, asks you allow the location. Okay, allow the GPS location of your particular system or your present location. Okay, so this location object contains the information about the current URL. Okay, so the location object is part of the window object and it is accessed through the window dot location property. Okay, so now you can see the location is nothing but the host name. Okay, then href, origin. Okay, and path name, port, and protocol search. So all these are various properties. So in network configurations, and in order to identify whether a system is having a license or not, or whether a system is registered or not, is it a valid IP address or not, you can actually communicate via the website by launching. The moment user enters into your website, you can find out the nature of the subscriber, whoever is trying to visit your site. Okay, by using these methods. Okay, and there is assign, reload, and replace, which will perform that means loading of a document into a website, reloading the current document, replacing the document with a new one, kind of activities you can perform. Okay, then there is history object. Okay, history object is also there. Then history object, always you can navigate in your history forward, backward, and then go. Okay, so that means the previous page, the next page, and if you say history.go and load the given page number, you can give, yes, you can give 2, it will go to the next second page from the current location. Or if you say history.go -2, it will go for the previous second page. Okay, likewise you can actually do. Then you have this navigator object methods. Okay, in this navigator object, it is used for browser detection, and it can be used to get browser information such as app name, app code name, user agent, etc. And the property of this JavaScript navigator object is very simple and straightforward. That is app name, app version, app code name, cookie enabled, user agent, and language. Okay, like this you can have all these methods. Now you also have these regular expressions, which is very important in your JavaScript. The main core or the main essence is in converting or in using these regular expressions. See, this is very simple if you understand your strings, right? String processing operations in Java. What is meant by a regular expression? It's nothing but a pattern of characters, right? So which describes a pattern of characters. So you need to just identify whether that pattern is present in the character or not. You want to identify whether the name is ending with I or not, whether the name is starting with G or not. Like that you can find out, right? So you can find out whether it is case sensitive or not, right? You can perform this multiple line matching also. So let me show you with some examples in the next video of how do you write actually programs in order to detect these patterns. Okay, right now we will study only the wildcard characters. So you are familiar with what do I mean by wildcard characters? Wildcard characters are nothing but the character sequences, the regular expression whatever you are composing. So that regular expression, there is a pattern that you need to compose. So the first character of the regular expression, how long or what is the length of the regular expression, and what is the components or each of the characters in the regular expression can be only either a capital letter, small letter, okay, or a mix or a combination of capital and small letters, or is it 0 to 9, or is it any special characters which are acceptable. Okay, so likewise, and as you are familiar, there is a well-known wildcard character like these plus star etc. Okay, star, when do you write star? The character or the file name or the username is beginning with character n, and I don't know what is the size. The size can be an infinite, 0 or more occurrences. So star indicates 0 or more occurrences. This is famously called as wildcard characters in your any of the programming languages. Okay, maybe in your theory of computation, etc. Also, shortly you will learn about these wildcard characters. If a character n is preceded by question mark, then it is 0 or 1, only one character. 0, it may be 0 character or 1 character. Okay, if it is dollar, that means the ending string is with. Okay, it is pretty much end of the string, that is what you define. If it is plus, that means matches any string that contains at least one n. Okay, so these are very, very important. Maybe you have to memorize this table, but this is very important in making these wildcard character, making these regular expressions. Okay, so once you compose a regular expression, you can test for a match in a string. Okay, using exec method or test method or toString method. toString method actually converts any regular expression to its equivalent string. Okay, so that's the end of the JavaScript. Okay, so practice only will help you, so please practice as many programs as possible. I will try to give the maximum number of programs, and you will be enthusiastic to do few more JavaScript programs, because they are very, very easy and simple, and it gives you good data processing activities as well. Okay, see you in the next video. Thank you.